So we need to create a topology like this, like for .1x, MAB authentication, posturing. For basic lab, we will use this topology. So let's create this topology and configure all these devices one by one. First, I will create this topology. How you can create? Let's go to eve-ng, and here first I need ISE, which we know how to install them, and eve-ng. I'm using 2.7. I need two ISE because we will deploy them as a primary and secondary. Okay, and let me increase the RAM. If you have, you need to increase them 16 GB is better. Okay, and click save. So I need two ISE nodes, primary and secondary. So these are my ISE. Second thing, I need Windows Server. So I will type Windows Server. Again, I will share you all these images, and I believe you already have as well. And let me change the name to SRV. This is my server. Again, I will increase RAM. Why? Because this server, I will install FTP, NTP, DNS, DHCP, and certificate. All those things we're gonna install in this server. So it's better to give them some more RAM. That's it. You don't need to do anything. And click yes. I believe which window I take. It has to be 12. So yes, Windows Server 2012 is better. Okay, so this is my server here, Windows Server. Keep in mind Windows Server. Now I need wireless LAN controller, virtual wireless LAN controller here. Okay, and click save. No need to increase the RAM. We will use for wireless communication this one. And here is wireless LAN controller. These are the devices which right now I need. Now I need two switches. Now this is very important, which switch we can use. So let me show you. Go to IOL, Cisco IOL, and the switch I will use for our lab is this one. This is the image I will share with you. This is IOU switches, but this is the name. Okay, keep in mind, you can search and download as well. 20190423. Why? Because like a .1x and MAB authentication and for some other lab, for some reason in other switches you will get error. Sometime it will show you .1x, sometime it will not connect properly. But this one is tested one, and I also tested, and it's okay, and you will not get many issue, and you can do web authentication and all those easily in this switch. So keep in mind, this is the switch I will use. I will share with you. So I choose this one, and I need two nodes of this one, and let me change the name to SW, and RAM is okay, but I will change the interfaces because by default only 4 interfaces, and I already have 4 devices. So I will say 2. 2 means 8 interfaces now. No need of serial, and save. So I take 2 switches. Okay, I did not change the icon. So I need to go back and change the icon to switch. So let me go to switch. Here is, and change. Okay, and let me change this one as well. Right click, and let's change the name to SW2 and change the icon to S and go to switch. Here is, and click OK. Okay, so I took 2 switches. I told you which switch you need to take. Okay, let me right click edit, and I need to change the name. For some reason it show you 5. I don't need 5. I need start from 1. So this is the management switch, and this is the one which user will connect. Okay, so 2 switches. Now I need client. I will use Windows 10. If you have a resources, it's better to use Windows 10 because you will not face many issues as I face in Windows 7. But if you have less resources, still you can use Windows 7. So I say Windows 7 2 systems, and here I will change the name to PC. Let me give them PC1. Okay, either PC, and let me change the icon to something good. This one, desktop, and no need to change it, better to if we can put them 8 GB RAM. Okay, and these are the two system initially which we will use. Okay, so here is two system. Okay, let me change again the name. For some reason I start from 7, so let me say 1. Okay, and let's go back to this one and change them to PC2. Okay, and done. So I took to system window 10. Okay, what else I need? I need a router. By the way, in real world it will be a firewall, but I am going to take a router. Maybe some of you don't know about that firewall, so it will be an issue for me. Then they will say that how you configure everything in this firewall. So maybe in my lab you will find out firewall, but in real we will configure here router. As a edge device, you need edge device. It can be a firewall, it can be a router. So let me take this router, any router you can take by the way. And let me say edge router. Okay, and change the icon to something which is like a edge. So let's see this one, and I need to put a slot. I need just only 2 slot just for connectivity as a edge device. So this is my firewall. It can be a firewall in real world. It can be FortiGate and Palo Alto. It can be anything. Normally it's used in your edge network. But I just thought maybe some of the students are new. Maybe they say how you configure this. So it will be an issue. It's better to use a router as a edge device. Okay, so that's the router. Now I need for internet connectivity, go to network. And what I will use, let me change to cloud, something good cloud, this one. And I will use I believe cloud 1 in my case. In your case it can be something else. And let me change the name to internet. Okay, so this will provide me internet access. And let me put them a bit here. What else I need? Another thing I need also cloud, but this cloud is basically to connect me to these devices. So I will say management PC, and the cloud has to be this PC icon, and I will change them to my management. So it means I will be reachable to these devices to my own system. Okay, yeah, and save. So I take another cloud which is my management PC, the PC which I am using right now. And I think so it's enough. These are the basic thing which I need. Now we need to connect them. Okay, so let's start from here. This switch will be connected to this switch through trunk. 00 is connected between these two switches. Normally in organization switches are interconnected through trunk link. Okay, and then first interface is connected to Cisco ISE 1. Okay, and then second interface is connected to ISE 2. Okay, then third interface I will connect to my Windows server, which we will use for many purpose. And we're gonna start from window first, and then wireless LAN controller. Okay, so wireless LAN controller, this, and last one is my PC, so that I can access all these devices. So this one is also connected now. Next thing I will connect this to PC1. Okay, and this switch second interface I will connect them to PC2. Okay, and third interface I will connect to my edge router, either firewall. Okay, and edge router is connected to the ISP internet to get internet access. Okay, and what else is left? I believe these are the thing. Now I need to click on this one, edit style, and let me change the style to the one I'm using in my topology. Right click on this one and let me change the style to this one. Okay, and why it's showing like this? So I need to drag them to like this way. Okay, and for management I need to flow chart, but it has to be like, okay, like this way. And now coming to this one, so let's give them a style of this one and edit this style to here is okay. So these are my 4 devices. Okay, now coming to these 2 devices, so edit style and let me change them to not a flowchart, this one. Okay, and edit this one and change to this style. Okay, what else? That's it. That's the topology. Now I need to start this one, and this one. And now the IP schema, let me write down here the IP schema which we will use 192.168.100.210. 100 is my range of my Wi-Fi, you know, this 100. In your case, whatever you have, you have to use that one. Okay, and let me change them the color. So 210 will be our ISE 1. We will assign this IP to ISE 1. Duplicate this one. 220 will be our ISE 2. Okay, and 230 will be our certificate authority, DNS server, DHCP server, NTP server, and so many other things. It will be this server. Okay, and 240 will be our wireless LAN controller. Later in the course we will use them. So these are the IPs. Okay, let me drag them a bit here. Okay, and my system is, I don't know my IP, it has to be in from the same range. I believe it has to be 24. I don't know what is, I need to check. So basically this is my system from where I will access this one. So IP config/more, and my IP is 100.7. so this my PC IP. I'm also connected to reach all these devices. Okay, what else I need to do? Okay, this, let me duplicate this one and change the color also. This is a trunk interface. Between the switches, this has to be trunk. Okay, all these devices, this switch to as a gateway. Okay, so if I copy this one and last IP will assign to gateway 254. I don't want to write the whole completely because there is no space. So let me change the color to something red or something. So let me drag this one to here. So keep in mind, I will create many VLANs here and here, but every this management and VLAN gateway will be 254, 192.168.100.254. Keep in mind, this is the trunk interface between these two switches. Now coming to this switch interface, this one here, we will use a subnet of 99 and 99 subnet. I will write the whole subnet rather than single IP because there is no space, much space. So 99 1 will be this interface and 99.254 will be this 0/3 interface. I will make them no switch port, means it will be layer 3 switch. Okay, and I will enable IP routing to make this switch as a layer 3 device. You can use these devices, these switches as a layer 3 and layer 2 both. Okay. The internet subnet which I'm using and I'm connected is 114. So let me write down here 114 subnet. So here we are using 114 subnet. Let me change the color to something else. Okay. So 114, this interface will get DHCP IP automatically, and this one is 114.1. Okay, and I will configure this router IP route to route everything to internet, and here I will configure IP route to send everything to 99.1, this interface, and we will create SVI here for every VLAN, because user can be in different VLAN. Okay, so let me write down VLAN as well so that you can get idea. We will use VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40 and VLAN 100 for management purpose. So these are our VLAN which we will create, and these two switches. Okay, and we will create different pool for these VLAN as well with the same range, like 192.168.10, 192.168.20, 192.168.30 and 192.168.40. For management we are using static, no need to create a DHCP pool. So these are our VLAN which we will create in these two switches. Okay, so let me put them here, these VLAN which we will create. Okay, done. What else? And all these VLAN will be allowed through this trunk so that these user can access this Cisco ISE and server and DHCP and DNS and everything. What else in this topology? I need to show you everything. No, it's okay. This one, this is our management. All our management devices are here. Even if you connect them here again, no issue. Now I need a custom shape, and here I need a solid, and it's square and rounded, and let me change the color to red or something, and then I don't need that much, only 3 is okay. Okay, and even 3 is more, so let me edit, and instead of 3 it has to be 2 is enough. Okay, so this is my management PC, and let me duplicate this one, and here is, let me drag them. So these are our, okay, and if you want you can change the color as well here if you want. So let me change the color to blue. Okay, so this is management, and let me duplicate this one, and let's change the color as well. So green color, and let's go to internet section. So this is our internet section. Okay, and that's it. And for these are different, but anyway these two will be in different, but anyway let me put them some other color just to segregate them, you know, so that you can easily understand. Otherwise no need of all these things, by the way. That's it. So this is our topology. Okay, what else I need to do? Let me go back if I miss something. So 210, 220. Okay, I need to type how this server will help. So let me write down here, let me duplicate this one, and let's go to type. So this server will be AD, Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, FTP, NTP and certificate authority. And if I remember other services, it has to be also. So this server will play all these roles, by the way. We will configure this server as a Active Directory, as a DHCP server to provide different VLAN ranges. We will configure them as a DNS server to provide DNS to all these devices. We will configure, and also we will configure them DNS forwarder. So if nothing is here, it will send them to the internet. as a FTP server we will configure, because we will take backup of these Cisco ISE through FTP. So we will make server as a FTP server. NTP to provide synchronized time to all these network devices. We can make NTP server as well. And certificate authority for .1x, sorry, what is called? For wireless, and also for the, for administration purpose, we need a certificate. When you log into the devices, give you this error, this certificate error. So when you log into this 2ISE, it will give you an error. So if you want to remove, we will make this server as a certificate authority. We will import the certificate here, and this error will be removed. So for that purpose, and later in the course, for even .1s can be done through certificate as well. If I get a time, so I will show you that one as well. But certificate we will use for other purposes as well later in the course. So, and here at the beginning we will use for these 2ISE. Okay, what else? That's it. This our initial topology.